What's up, comic fans, and it's time for that new comic book day haul plus review. So we're gonna get into some of the books. We got some 50 centers. We got the books from this week. We're gonna get into them, and we'll talk about it right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. All right, let's get into the books. We're gonna start off with those 50 centers. Try to keep a theme with the 50 centers. So this week we got those Robin 2 covers. Here's Robin 2 number 1. And this was all part of a 4-issue miniseries. I'm not sure, if it's A, B, or C, but they all had these Robin holograms. So this is one of the covers. And here's another one of the covers. And this looked like Sam Keith. I'm not sure who did this one. Looks like it says Matt Wagner. I don't see or is that Jones? Yeah, that's Jones on that one. And this one, here's another one. All the same foil, Robin foil. Maybe they'd have a different foil for each cover. But yep. Another Joker cover, not quite sure who did this one. I don't know. And then we'll end off with this Batman little prestige book. It's had a $5.95 price tag back in the day. Right, and this is Alan Grant, I believe, wrote this. Yep, Alan Grant writer. And Norm Breyfogle as the penciler. This is Batman, the Abduction. A blinding light, a missing hour, and later, a terrible feeling of dread. There's only one explanation. Batman has been abducted by aliens, and that's only the beginning. All right. They have that new Batman series, Batman Offworld. So maybe that's a tie-in. Anyway, let's get on to the books. First off, we'll start with Marvel. We had Star Wars, part of the Dark Droid series. This is the D Squad, all right? R2-D2's putting together a team to try to save his buddy, C-3PO, who's, become part of that whole hive mind, if you will, in Dark Droids, all right? And this is QT on the cover. This is the QT cover. A lot of stuff goes down in this one. It's an interesting book, cool book if you like R2-D2. All right, next up, The Amazing Spider-Man number 38. Meet Repo. Also says Gang War is coming. When is Gang War coming? Anyway, interesting cover. Repo sends Spidey to it's all the tip of my tongue. The place. Limbo. There we go. Sends Spidey to Limbo. We find out the actual identity of who Repo was and what he was doing. This kind of concludes the whole series. I won't give away too much of it. If you've been reading the Spider-Man series, I'll let you figure out who the Repo guy was. But if you've been reading since issue 1, you might know. Anyway, he gets in trouble because he was doing some not so nice things. But sends Spider-Man to Limbo, where Wreck Rap was already sent, and then him and Wreck Rap break out of Limbo and go back and save, Peter's buddy. Forget his name, so we're just gonna keep moving on. And also stop Repo. All right, we also got Red Light number 1. This is one of the local comic shop day exclusives. Just to keep the show PG, I'm not going to take it out of the bag. I haven't even taken it out of the bag yet. I don't even know what it looks like, but we'll pretend that, that's not super PG for the children. Anyway, we're going to move on to another indie book. We have from Image, The Holy Roller, Andy Samberg. You might know him from Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Lonely Island, or Saturday Night Live, or any of the other movies he's in. Basically created this character who is trying not to live in the path that his dad and his grandfather have followed as this bowler. Anyway, he gets a bowling ball from his dad, who's died of cancer. Oh, there's a lot of comedy in here. The main character's been with Greenpeace for like 20 years. Anyway, he takes this bowling ball and just does things with it that no normal person should be able to do with a bowling ball. We don't get to see any of this. This superhero costume, whatever that is, not in issue 1. So maybe gave it away a little bit too early, but looks like this is going to be a bowling superhero, a hero with some comedy in it. Looks pretty good. All right, next up we have Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. This is issue number 3 out of Massive. It's fun. It's a good book. I like it. All right, Harriet Tubman's going around saving people, cutting up vampires. We find out this world has werewolves, and Harriet Tubman has a son adopted. If you read it, you'll find out. It's a good one. Void Rivals number 6. We're really starting now to figure out what's happening and how this connects to the Energon verse. All right, won't give you too much of that, but it looks like this civilization was created by a person who ran away like eons ago, whatever, centuries ago. I don't know what the timeline is. Runs away, creates one civilization. I guess at some point the civilization splits up into 2, and we have this kind of civil war happening in Void Rivals. But we're getting some details now as to what this world they're building is. Moving on, we got Gunslinger Spawn number 26. Gunslinger, this is basically like an inner monologue in this book. He's giving us some more background information into what happened to him, what happened to his sister, and why he's like so angry, and what he's gonna do when he finds the people who did the things they did to him. It's a really good book. Some really good art in this. I wouldn't say it's a throwaway issue, because a lot of the stuff in this book we already know, but I think it's definitely helping to clarify some stuff. We've been on Gunslinger Spawn for a while, but you didn't jump on at the beginning. We're kind of lost as to why Gunslinger is just going around killing people. Boom. We get to reiterate why Gunslinger is doing what he's doing. All right, this was just a really cool cover, so I picked it up. This is the second printing of Dracula number 1. Just thought it was really dope, so we grabbed that. And then we also got the local comic shop day issue of Dracula number 1. But then, you gotta read issue 2. So we got issue 2, and this is also the local comic shop day issue of Dracula. And if you take 1 and you take 2 and you put them together, you got a connecting cover. So yep, so that's what we got there. Connecting covers, pretty dope. Issue 1 and 2 of Dracula. All right, we got another local comic shop day book. All right, this is the last of the indie books I got. This is Black Science number 1. This is the 10th anniversary issue or edition, anniversary edition issue. All right, reissue of number 1. Black Science number 1. I read it. I'd never read Black Science before. I've heard good things about it, and I was not shocked that it was good. It's a good book. So, if I see a trade or something, I may pick it up and read it, at least get through the first arc. It was a fun read. Rick Remender, I always liked him as a writer. Just sometimes he falls behind schedule, but good stuff. All right, we're switching gears again. Now we're at DC, all right? And we got the local comic shop day edition of Batman Off-World, issue number 1. It's just a virgin variant of cover A, so no trade on this, but it's pretty dope. All right, Jason Aaron has come over to the DC universe, and he's writing a book where Batman in this book is like, aliens are going to invade one day. I am not ready to fight aliens. So he goes to find these alien mercenaries, right? These alien warlords, sneaks onto their ship, and he's basically learning how to beat up aliens. That's Batman for you. Man, that is one nutty guy. So Batman is off, beating up or getting beat up by aliens, just so he can find out, you know, one day when they come to Earth, how do I beat these guys? So it's a fun book. It's got a lot of comedy. Jason Aaron, I didn't realize, had that much comedy in him. Excuse me, I don't know what that was. Was that a yawn? Ooh. All right, let's bring the energy. Woo! All right, next up, we got Catwoman. This is number 59, right? 9 Lives begins here. It's a new storyline. Basically, if you were reading the whole Gotham War thing, Catwoman, it looked like she died, but then she didn't die. But it turns out she probably actually did die, but was given 9 lives, all right? And by the end of this book, I believe she has 7 lives left. If you want to find out how she lost some of those lives, go ahead and check this out. To me, it seemed like a little bit of a cat fight, if you will. All right, on to the next one. We have Superman number 8, Chained. I really love this cover. This Jamal Campbell cover is so dope. It's kind of the conclusion of this Chained storyline, right? But at the end of this, Superman is hurt, right? I don't know if he's hurt like Doomsday hurt, like he's gonna die. Like he doesn't die at the end of this issue, but he looks like he's in bad shape. So I think moving forward, and not that I think, it pretty much explains it in the book, right? Superman's gonna need some help, and maybe the help of a suit, just to get him back up to shape, right? Get him back up to health, good health. All right, so that's it. That's my review, guys. Those were the 50-cent books. It was a good week. Local comic shop day books were out this week, you know, so if you have a chance, go ahead and look for those. Support your local comic shops and pick up some of those books. All right, so do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for next week's books. By the way, next week I'll be out of town, so you probably won't get a video from me regarding the books I picked up for the week. All right, doesn't mean I'm going to leave you with nothing. Just not going to have the books coming out this week. All right, so or next week. So I'll pick them up and we'll do a double. We'll do a double edition, double the books, maybe double the 50 centers. All right. So again, do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for next week's books and the week after that. Peace. Oh, and if you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Deuces. All right, let's get into the comics. So rewind. I picked up some ratio variants, and we're gonna get it on. What's up, comic fans, and it's time for that new comic book talk. What's up, comic fam? What's up, comic fans? I gotta turn off the fan. What's up? Plus review, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go. Couple comics.